Good morning, Standard 8. We are going to start with a new chapter that is the age of the Guptas. It's a new chapter, the age of the Guptas. Okay, now, first thing which you have to know under this is that the period of about 2 centuries for early 4th century AD is known as Imperial Age of the Guptas. Okay, and this age is also known as the Golden Age. The age of Gupta is also known as the Golden Age. This period is also known as the Classic Age. It is also known as the Golden Age. It's due to the progress India made in the field of education, in the field of science, in the field of culture. The progress which was made by India during the time of the age of Guptas, this age is also known as the Golden Age or Classic Age. But then, before we begin, we have to know the sources which gives us information about the age of the Guptas. We have several sources, but here we are going to do two sources. Account of Fahian. The account of Fahian gives lot of information about the age of Guptas. But before we do, who was Fahian? Okay, Fahian was the earliest Chinese pilgrim who visited India on a religious mission during the reign of Chandragupta II. So Fahian he came to India during the time of Chandragupta II. Okay, and he came India on a religious mission. So he went during his stay in India. He went on a pilgrimage to Mathura, Kannauj, Kapilavastu, Kushinagar, Vaishali, Patliputra, Kashi, and Rajgriha, and made several observations. So whatever was observed by him, he stored. Okay, and his account has become source of information which gives information about the Guptas. Now, what information it gives? Like Magad was a prosperous country with large towns teeming with wealthy population. This is the information. Then other information it gives about Patliputra, that Patliputra was a flourishing city with numerous charitable institutions, including hospital endowed with benevolent citizens. Then it also gives information the people were wealthy, but they live a simple life, generally observe the Buddhist rules of conduct. Then there were several religions like Vaishnavism was there, Shaivism was there, Buddhism was there, Jainism. They were the main religion at that time. And people, however, had no ill will towards other sect. Hindus, gods and goddesses were depicted on the coins. Okay. And the penal code was mild and offense were ordinarily punished by fines only. So here lot of information account of Fahian gives. The next we have Allahabad pillar inscription, or it is also known as Prayag Prashasti, one of the important epigraphic evidence of the imperial Guptas. It is one of the important epigraphic evidence of the imperial Gupta. Now, composed by Harisena. So here you have to remember that this Allahabad pillar was built during the time of Ashoka, but here few lines are written about Samudragupta also, and it was written by Harisena. It was composed by Harisena. But who was this Harisena? Harisena was the court poet of Samudragupta. Okay, who is written praise, and these lines are written in praise of Samudragupta. And it's a belief that the Samudragupta was the most powerful Gupta ruler. It's a belief. Okay, It describes the reign of the Guptas in ancient India, this Allahabad pillar. It describes 33 lines, most probably it's written, and it describes the reign of Guptas in ancient India. Beside that, it provides an impressive list of kings and tribal republics that were conquered by Samudragupta. Then the inscription is also important because of political geography of India, that is, that it indicates by naming the different kings, people who populated India in first half of the 4th century AD. So we get lot of information, and mostly this Allahabad pillar inscription. It gives information about Samudragupta, who was the most powerful Gupta ruler. Okay, so whichever the kings defeated, tribal republics conquered by him, all their names are written. Then it also indicates the naming of the different kings, people who populated India first half of the 4th century AD. So you studied in today's class about the sources, accounts of Vaiyan, where you studied who was Vaiyan, and you studied about the Allahabad pillar inscription, which is also known as Prayag Prashasti. So please learn it. Thank you.